guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just gonna do like a get ready with me chit chat, get ready with me. I can't do eyeshadow still just because they told me not to like vigorously rub my eyes for like 3 months, and I feel like blending is vigorously rubbing them. And I'm just being a little bit more careful like with powders and stuff to get into my eyes. Just because if you've ever had LASIK, it's like they open the top layer of your eye, flip it up, laser your cornea, put it back down. Anyways, and I was going to do, so first we're gonna get started and then I can talk to you guys a little bit. I'm using the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Longwear Foundation. This has SPF 20 in it, and I'm in the shade 101 Classic Ivory. When I first started using this, I'm just gonna be real with you guys, I didn't like it. I absolutely hated it. I felt like it melted off my face. I felt like I just felt like a hot mess when I wore it. Whenever you try a new foundation, I feel like in order to give it a fair shot, you have to give it like a week. And that's because it has to have a chance for your skin to get used to it. I had never tried a foundation with a sunscreen in it before. I had never done a foundation with really anything in it before. And yeah, I probably overdo it a little bit on the foundation, but it's also medium coverage. But like I was saying, I'd never done one with sunscreen in it before. I'd never done one with a moisturizing element to it before. And so because of that, my skin had to balance out to it. It's like whenever you use a moisturizer for the first time in your life, you hate it because your skin has been overcompensating for you for years to not use that moisturizer. Like, it has been overworking itself for years because you've never used a moisturizer. So because of that, when you start adding that moisture back into your skin, it will take it a while to stabilize and to balance out. But now I'm just going to use the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Pale. And it's number 002. And it is lighter than my foundation, but I usually don't have acne spots to worry about. This week I have, and so using a little bit more. And I'm sorry that the lighting is a little bit, let's try this real quick actually. The lighting is a little bit dark today, and it's just because the room I'm filming in, it's a little bit dark. I hope that helped it though. I think it did. I think it brought brightness. Anyway, so like I was saying, I can't do eyeshadow looks currently, but okay, my Target just got, and I saw that this one was announced like 2 months ago over on this company's page, but my Target just recently got Makeup Geek, and I am so excited. I'm always leery of buying stuff offline. I want to go in, I want to see it, and I'm gonna be honest, I go to Target. I don't have time to go to Ulta. I don't have time to go to Sephora. I go to Target. I have 3 kids that if I went to any of those beauty stores would A, knock all the stuff off the shelf, or B, come out all glammed up. Not in a good way. So I just can't do it. So Makeup Geek is now at my Target, and I almost picked up a lip color that I wanted from there, but they were still like putting out all the other colors, and now I just kind of regret it because I would have liked to have tried it. It is one of their matte liquid lipsticks. Next time I go, and I'm glad I didn't pick it up in a sense because they were still, like I said, they were still setting up the display. All the colors weren't out yet. And I got online and actually looked up all their colors and saw that there's another one that I want, and I know it wasn't there when I was looking through them, so I get to buy 2 the next time I go. Don't tell my husband. This, sorry guys, I'd show you, but I have the product in a lid. This is, I think it's CoverGirl. It's actually a bronzing powder. And I actually put it all over my face because that's who I am. I never bake if I'm not going somewhere. And guys, let's be honest, today I'm just chilling at home. Hubby's out of town. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals in shade 410. And I always bring it down my neck because I still, you guys, I buy drugstore makeup. And sometimes I don't pick up the right shade, and I know I could go back and return it, but I don't have time for that. And so if I use this like bronzing, it kind of gets rid of the uneven shade in between my jaw and the line. And it's just, I guess, a makeup trick or makeup hack that I've used since forever. Anyways, so then I'm gonna go through, and when I do like my contouring, I'll show you guys right now. I'll contour right now. I'm using the Hoola Benefit bronzer. And so what I do with this is it is much darker than that powder I just put all over my face. So, and it's summer, I'm a little bit more tan right now. And so if I don't, and if I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm looking at the monitor to do my makeup. I'm a little bit more tan right now, and so I do need a darker bronze right now. I do need a little bit more. And guys, here's a hack. When you contour, my cheekbone is right here. I go right underneath that bone where that bone ends, because it just makes it look more defined, and that's where it's supposed to be going anyways, you guys, just so you know. And I don't go all the way down my face. I go about as big as the thing is. Like, that's all I ever do. And then I always take it, and I just take a little bit and go on each side of my nose. And then let us move on. So we're done with this. And when this runs out, so I don't have all the money in the world to buy new makeup products all the time. So I use something till it's gone. So when this runs out, I'll try a new bronzer for you guys. And we're still working on I reviewed this forever ago, the e.l.f. blush and bronzer. The bronzer's gone. Use that up. But the blush isn't, because I go a little bit lighter on my blush. And this is the color Fiji. And when you do your blush, you want to do it like right here. And I just do it oh so light. So it just looks like, this is gonna probably like sound bad, like you were outside and it was a little bit cold. Like, that's all I ever do. And I usually like buff it in like big time, because I don't want it to just be like, boom, blush. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I use for that. Oh, like I was saying, I was gonna do a video on me getting my LASIK, but I think it would be demonetized, which I'm not monetized right now, but when I would be, it would be, or it would like, it's kind of graphic. Like, it's a close-up of my eyeball. You see them cut it, you see them flip it back, you see them scrub the bubbles away, so anyways, a little bit graphic. So, we might not do a video on that. It could make you guys a little bit sick. Okay, when I do my highlight, I just do like right here, this section. And that's where my cheekbone is. That's why I do it. It like ends right there. And so that's why I just do right there. I don't go all the way underneath. So I'm not gonna do that video. I will maybe do a video like telling you guys like how it was, exactly the procedure. Maybe I'll just tell you right now. I was terrified. I thought that I would go and be blind for the rest of my life. Like, that's just how I thought. Also, just so you guys know, lots of people, and I included, used to do highlight up here. Then I found at the end of the day, I just looked like a greasy mess. So I don't do highlight up there anymore. And then like, by the time like it's midday, This is actually highlighted naturally just because of my skin type. If you're drier, maybe do it up there, see it, test it out for a day. But for me personally, it doesn't look good at the end of the day. I look like a grease ball, which I feel like one today anyways. Oh, and this was the Master Chrome by Maybelline in the shade Molten Rose Gold. They came out with a new one that is pink as well that I bought and wished I wouldn't have. It is like, this is like a perfect natural looking highlight. The other one has like glitter in it, so that's a bummer. But I thought I was gonna be blind for the rest of my life. Like I was excited, but I was like terrified at the same time to go get this done. Like I remember leaving my house. For those of you who are new and have just subscribed, I have a baby. I had a baby in December of last year, and I remember leaving my house and looking at my baby and just thinking, if anything goes wrong, I may never see you again. Like, that's like so dramatic, and I know, but like, that was my thought. Like, if anything goes wrong, I am never gonna see his cute little face again. I'm never gonna see my daughter's face again. I'm never gonna see my son's face again. Like, those were my thoughts going through my mind. Terrible thoughts to have before you go have LASIK. Which was kind of true. The fear was kind of true in the sense of I went in, got my procedure done. This is the e.l.f., by the way, brow pencil. It used to be $1. I think it's like $1.50 or $2 now. And all I ever do for my brows is I just outline them how they are, and then I just color them in. Anyways, so that's like what I was terrified of, is that I wouldn't see my child's face again if something went wrong. And then the procedure went great. They gave me a Valium to make me calmer, but I'm already like a pretty naturally calm person. And so it like made me jittery. Like, no joke. I was like, okay, it was supposed to calm me down, but it like made me have the shakes. So I don't think that was a good thing for me. I think I should have been like, no, yo, I'm pretty calm. We're good. And like, you're awake during the procedure. You can't be asleep because, hello, your eyes you need to like look when they tell you to look. Did the procedure, and during the procedure, like, I totally knew what she was doing. I asked questions, like when they did my right eye, it was different than when they did my left eye. And I just asked, like, I can see more when, after a certain point, I was like, I can see more. Is that normal? Is that okay? And she was like, yeah, that's totally fine. And then when we came home and the numbness wore off, because all they do is put numbing drops in your eye. And then they say, go home and sleep the rest of the day. And so I went home and was trying to sleep, but my right eye hurt so bad. Like, pain that I can't even describe. Like, the only thing that like kept me going was like, okay, they said it would be like only 3 to 4 hours. And so like I told my husband, like, I was like, this hurts. I'm gonna try and sleep. So then like after it seemed like an eternity, I called my husband in the room and I go, babe, I need something. You need to text the doctor. She gave me her texting number because she's in and out of surgeries, these eye surgeries, all day long. She can't always get right back to you, but if you text her, she can text you back in between. And so I told him, I said, and I'm always scared to do my mascara now, like, because, anyways, I said, we need to do something. I'm like, how long? He's like, well, it said that it would like hurt for 3 to 4 hours. And I go, like, how long has it been? Like 2? And he goes, it's been like maybe 10 minutes. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It had felt like it had been like an eternity. It had felt like it had been so long. And I'm like, it's only been 10 minutes since I've started to want to die. Like this, and it was just my right eye. My left eye was fine. And I think I know why, because this eye, this is gonna be a little bit gross, had like bubbles come to the surface when they cut it open. And so she had to like do some scrubbing at my actual cornea, like on top of the actual cornea. Like the protective layer was peeled back because the laser can't read it when those bubbles are there. And so this eye, she didn't have to do that. And this one didn't hurt like at all. Like it hurt like a little bit, like it was sensitive to light. It hurt like a little bit, but this one felt like my eyes was bleeding. Like I felt like blood was gonna come out of it. That's why this one hurt more, at least in my opinion. That was the only thing that was different between these two eyes, was that this one had bubbles in it, my right eye, and this one didn't, and she didn't have to like scrub it. And it wasn't exposed to air quite as long either. Like because there was no bubbles, the laser was able to read it right away, and it was able to happen. And she did like say right before the laser began, she's like, you're gonna hear this loud noise, and then the laser is gonna start, and you're probably gonna smell a smell. So because she said that, I held my breath while the laser was doing my eye, which I was so glad I did, because once the laser was done, she's like, okay, it's all done. And I didn't need like, and it's so fast that like I was good. Like had I been like running out of breath, I would have breathed, guys. I wasn't gonna pass myself out. But like I held my breath while that was going on, and then she's like, okay, let's do the next eye. And like I took in a breath, and I was so glad I held my breath, because it is like the vilest smell of my whole entire life. It smelled so awful. It's burning flesh essentially, but not even like it's burning eyeballs. Like it is the grossest smell of your life that you will ever feel. So there's that. So that's why I didn't, like, I just held my breath for both sides, and I was so glad I did. Like even the after smell of that smell like was disgusting. Like I don't know how she sits there all day and does that. I mean, I guess she has like a mask on, but she did an amazing job. It is the Cataract and LASIK Center of Utah. So if you guys are in Utah, that's where I would go. Like honestly, she did an amazing job. I knew what was going on the whole time. It was just an amazing place to be, an amazing place to go. They were so professional. But yeah, you guys, it has changed my world. I mean, and they said that I would have 20/20 vision. This eye doesn't have 20/20 vision. And that's not some, like, and like if I went back in and I said, hey guys, this eye doesn't have 20/20 vision, you need to fix it, they would fix it. But here's the thing. They say that being pregnant and having kids can change your vision. I'm not done having kids yet. And 2025 is basically what everybody else has. Everybody's vision is, like, majority of people's vision is 2025. And so I'm fine with this for right now. And just because it's probably like the excruciating pain that I went through. The pain that I went through, I'm like, okay, if I'm not done having kids yet, I'm gonna wait till after I have the next baby or the next baby or the next baby. When I'm done having kids, if my vision is still good, but I'm still 20/25, then I'll go in and I will have them fix it so that it's 20/20. I mean, I don't need it fixed right now. It's totally fine. It doesn't bug me, but it's good for the rest of my life. Like as long as I go to my yearly eye visits, I can go in there anytime I want and be like, hey, my vision changed. You need to fix this. Like it's not something that's like, okay, one and done, you're gonna have to pay us $6,000 next time you come again. Like that's not how it is at all. And I didn't pay $6,000, just so you guys know. It wasn't as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. It was only, I think it was the total came to $39.90, and that's after tax is what I paid for both eyes, which I think is amazing. Every other place I go to, it's like $8,000 or something. And I was like, I can't afford that. I can't pay for that. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. So you guys, if you're looking at getting LASIK, definitely look into it. See if it's something for you. My vision was stable for a full year, and that was with pregnancy and without pregnancy. And after I was done nursing and things like that, they say stuff like that can change your vision. So that was after all of that, and my vision had stayed stable. They say that people's vision changes when they get pregnant, but it's like a very small percentage. So that's why I just went ahead and got it done now. I couldn't wear contacts anymore because there was an allergy in my eye that would, whenever I blinked, my eyelid would take the contact back into my eye. And so I couldn't wear contacts anymore. I was stuck wearing glasses, and that meant I couldn't wear sunglasses out in the sun because I didn't have prescription sunglasses, or I'd have to do the whole trading thing, and I didn't want to do the whole trading thing. So I just went and got LASIK, and I'm so glad that I did. But I hope this video was interesting for you guys. I was kind of all over the place, but that's all right. Anyways, but don't forget to subscribe, click that thumbs up button, and follow me on all my other social media sites. I have Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter. And I'll leave those linked down below in the description box. And as always, be polished, wear polished, and a little superstition never hurt. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.